Chapter 1. Wake up with purpose. When you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you do? Check your phone? Scroll through news or messages? The Stoics did something different. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor philosopher, wrote in his journal, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." They didn't stumble into the day. They prepared their minds for it. This habit is called morning reflection. It's about asking yourself, what kind of person do I want to be today? What challenges might I face? How will I respond? With patience, with courage, with reason? The Stoics even had a name for this, premeditatio malorum. It means the premeditation of evils. They imagined things going wrong, on purpose, so they wouldn't be caught off guard. They practiced emotional armor. Try this. Before the noise of the world hits you, take 5 minutes. Reflect. Journal. Prepare your mind like a warrior sharpens his sword. When the chaos begins, you're ready. Chapter 2. Respond. Don't react. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. That's Epictetus. And he's right. Life will throw curveballs. People will interrupt you, offend you, test your patience. The Stoics taught one thing over and over again. You can't control events, but you can control your response. Picture this. Someone insults you. The old you reacts. Anger, ego, words you'll regret. But the Stoic you pauses. You breathe. You choose calm over chaos. You respond instead of react. That pause, that moment of silence, that's where your freedom lives. To build this habit, start small. Meditate daily, even 5 minutes. Practice negative visualization. Imagine small losses so you appreciate what you have. Expose yourself to small discomforts on purpose. Skip a meal. Take a cold shower. Sit with frustration. Discipline isn't built in comfort. It's forged in resistance. Reacting is instinct. Responding is strength. Chapter 3. Focus only on what you can control. Epictetus said, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not." This is the core of Stoicism. You can't control the weather. You can't control other people. You can't even control the past. But you can control how you act, how you think, and how you speak. Most of our suffering comes from forgetting that. We try to control everything, outcomes, opinions, timing. But the Stoic asks, is this within my control? If yes, act on it. If no, let it go. This isn't passivity, it's power. Because now, your energy is focused where it matters. Try this exercise today. List what's stressing you. Now draw a line through everything you can't control. What's left? That's your zone of action. You can't calm the storm, but you can calm yourself. That's Stoic power. Chapter 5. Practice daily reflection. At the end of the day, the Stoics didn't just go to sleep. They looked inward. Seneca asked himself, what bad habit did I cure today? What fault did I resist? Where can I improve tomorrow? This is more than journaling. This is honest self-audit. No filters, no self-deception, only truth. You see, without reflection, we drift. We repeat mistakes. We lie to ourselves. But when you write down your day, what went well, what didn't, you gain clarity. You start to see patterns. You begin to take ownership. You can't improve what you don't examine. Make it a habit. Before bed, review your actions. Not to punish yourself, but to grow. The Stoic path is self-mastery, and mastery begins with self-awareness. Chapter 6. Cultivate inner fortress, not outer appearance. We live in a world obsessed with image, with status, with likes, followers, applause. But the Stoic builds the opposite, an inner fortress. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." You don't need to talk about values, you need to live them. The Stoic doesn't seek validation from others. He seeks alignment with reason and virtue. He doesn't ask, will they approve? He asks, is this the right thing? This shift changes everything. You stop chasing popularity. You stop fearing criticism. You become rooted, calm in the storm, solid, even if the world trembles. Build your character like you build a fortress, stone by stone, virtue by virtue. Let your life be your message. Chapter 7. Separate what you can and cannot control. Imagine this. You're stuck in traffic. Your meeting starts in 5 minutes. Your heart rate climbs. Your hands tighten on the wheel. Now pause. Ask the question every Stoic asks. Is this within my control? Epictetus said, some things are in our control and some are not. You can't control the traffic. You can't control how fast others move. But you can control your response, your breath, your attitude, your next decision. The Stoic draws a hard line between two zones, the internal and the external. Worry only about the internal, your actions, your thoughts, your values. Let go of the rest. Freedom begins not by changing the world, but by changing how you relate to it. Chapter 8. Turn obstacles into opportunities. Marcus Aurelius said it best. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This is the core of Stoic strength. The Stoic doesn't avoid obstacles, he uses them. The delay becomes a moment of patience. The insult becomes a lesson in restraint. The failure becomes a platform for wisdom. You lost the job? Time to pursue the path you avoided. Your relationship ended? Time to rediscover yourself. You were betrayed? Time to become unshakable. Whatever life throws at you, you can either collapse or you can craft a weapon from it. The Stoic sees the world as raw material and himself as the sculptor. Every obstacle contains an invitation to rise. Chapter 9. Live each day as if it were your last. We fear death because we forget we're dying a little every day. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." The Stoics practiced a radical mindset. Memento mori, remember you must die. This isn't morbid, it's liberating. When you remember your time is finite, you stop procrastinating. You stop pretending you'll live forever. You speak the truth. You love harder. You do the work. Each morning is a gift. Each breath is a miracle. Each hour is a choice. What would you do today if you knew you wouldn't wake tomorrow? Live like that. That's how the Stoic lives, fully, consciously, now. Chapter 10. Practice voluntary discomfort. It sounds strange, doesn't it? Choosing discomfort on purpose. But that's exactly what the Stoics did. Seneca would sleep on the ground. He'd eat the simplest food. He'd wear rough clothing. Why? To prove something to himself. That comfort isn't a necessity. That pleasure isn't his master. That fear loses power when you face it voluntarily. When you train yourself to endure small discomforts, you build an armor no one can take from you. Take a cold shower, fast for a day, walk instead of driving, detach from your phone. These are not punishments. They are practices. They teach you one thing. You are stronger than you think. The world tells you to chase more wealth, more attention, more ease. The Stoic tells you, chase strength, chase virtue, chase truth. These 10 habits are not quick hacks. They are lifelong disciplines. A Stoic doesn't wait for peace. He creates it. A Stoic doesn't fear hardship. He uses it. You want to change your life? You don't need more motivation. You need more clarity. You need a code. You need habits that hold. When the world breaks, the Stoics left us that code. Now it's yours. If this spoke to you, if something inside of you lit up, subscribe. This channel is dedicated to those who want to live deeper, think clearer, and walk the Stoic path in a chaotic world. New videos every week. Practical philosophy, powerful ideas, no fluff. Subscribe now and start your transformation. The Stoic life is waiting, and you are ready.